Did you know the IRS just announced a new wave of direct deposit relief payments? And millions of Americans could be eligible without even realizing it? Dollar banknote, but how much can you actually get? And how can you make sure the money hits your account before it's too late? In today's video, we're diving deep into the IRS Direct Deposit Relief Program, how it works, who qualifies, and the step-by-step process to claim your payment. Whether you're struggling financially, waiting for that deposit, or just curious about what's really going on, stay tuned. This might be the most important 30 minutes you spend today. In recent months, the U.S. government and IRS have been rolling out relief measures to help Americans cope with rising inflation, higher living costs, and the aftermath of economic slowdowns. For many, these direct deposit relief payments are a financial lifeline, extra cash that arrives directly in your bank account without any application hassle. But here's the problem. Millions of people don't even know they're eligible. In this video, I'll explain everything: who qualifies, how much you can get, how to check your IRS payment status, and what mistakes to avoid that could delay your deposit. So by the end, you'll have a clear, step-by-step understanding of how to make sure your relief payment actually reaches you. To understand this properly, let's rewind a little. The IRS started direct deposit programs back during the COVID-19 pandemic, sending out trillions in stimulus payments to support individuals, families, and businesses. Since then, similar relief efforts have continued under different names, including tax rebates, inflation relief, and economic impact payments. Now in 2025, the focus is on targeted financial relief, helping low and middle-income Americans recover from inflation, rent hikes, and wage gaps. Here are some quick facts. The average relief payment ranges between $600 and $1,200, depending on income and filing status. Payments are sent automatically to those who filed their taxes for the previous year. The IRS uses your bank account details on file for direct deposits, meaning no checks, no waiting, and no paperwork if you're already eligible. But if you didn't file your taxes or changed your bank account recently, you might be missing out, and that's where many people lose their payment. Let's start with the big question: who actually qualifies? To receive a direct deposit relief payment, you typically need to meet 3 conditions. KeyCap 1 filed a federal tax return for the previous year. KeyCap 2 earned under a specific income threshold, usually below $75,000 for individuals, $150,000 for couples. KeyCap 3 have a valid Social Security number and U.S. bank account. Now here's an insider tip. Even if your income was too low to file taxes, you can still qualify by using the IRS's non-filer tool, a simple online form that ensures your details are in the system. Light bulb example: a single mom who didn't file taxes last year because her income was below the threshold. Once she registers using the IRS tool, she becomes eligible for up to $600 in direct deposit relief. So don't assume you're ineligible just because you didn't file. That's one of the most common mistakes people make. Now, let's talk about how much money you can expect and how it's calculated. The IRS bases the payment amount on your most recent tax filing, which includes your income level, dependents, and filing status. Here's a breakdown. Single filer, up to $600. Married couple filing jointly, up to $1,200. Head of household, between $900 to $1,000 each dependent child, extra $200 to $300. The relief amount phases out gradually for higher incomes. For example, individuals earning above $100,000 may receive reduced or no payment at all. You might be thinking, how do I know if my payment is on the way? Good question. The IRS has a Get My Payment online tracker that shows whether your relief payment has been processed, when it's expected to arrive, and how it's being sent, direct deposit or paper check. Backhand index pointing right. Always double check that your bank account info is correct in your IRS profile to avoid delays, or bounce deposits. Now, let's talk about common problems and how to fix them before they cost you your money. Problem 1. Payment sent, but not received. If your account was closed or incorrect, your bank will reject the deposit, and the IRS will automatically issue a paper check to your registered address. Prohibited. Problem 2. Not eligible. Sometimes, payments are delayed because your income data or tax return hasn't been updated. In that case, file your return ASAP. Once processed, your eligibility updates automatically. Problem 3. Identity verification. If the IRS flags your account for verification, you may need to confirm your identity through ID.me or the official IRS portal. Always remember, the IRS never calls or texts for payment confirmation. If someone contacts you pretending to be from the IRS, it's a scam. So, what's next for direct deposit relief in 2025 and beyond? Experts predict more targeted financial aid programs in the coming years, focusing on middle-income earners, student debt relief, and housing cost support. However, the main challenge is funding. As federal debt increases, future relief programs may become smaller or more selective. What if the IRS starts linking direct deposits to digital wallets or central bank digital currencies, CBDCs? That could make payments faster, but also raise privacy concerns. Governments could track or limit spending if relief money becomes programmable. So while relief payments sound great today, the future of financial aid may look very different, possibly automated, digital, and tightly controlled. Let's wrap this up. Today, you learned how the IRS direct deposit relief payment works, who qualifies, and what steps you can take to make sure your money reaches your account safely and on time. Remember, these payments are not charity. They're part of your right as a taxpayer to receive economic relief during tough times. So, take action now. Heavy checkmark. Check your eligibility on the IRS website. Heavy checkmark. Update your bank details. Heavy checkmark, and most importantly, beware of scams. Tell me in the comments, have you received your relief payment yet? Or are you still waiting? If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video so others don't miss out on what they're entitled to. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.